Hi, welcome to I love Silksong, but I suck at combat!
What?
A series in which I show you how I beat bosses in Silksong even though I suck at combat. I try to approach combat in the simplest way possible so I give myself the best chance of winning. Could I use Hornet's diagonal pogo? Sure I could, but why risk messing up this whole combat with my terrible aim when I can defeat her with just jumping and hitting? I would rather have a long and successful fight than try to beat her as fast as possible and die over and over again. Lace is a fun little boss you can find in the deep docks, and I say fun because it's a little bit like a dance and most of her attacks only do one mask damage. So what do we need to get to Lace? First of all, you need to have the dash already to unlock her arena, but I don't think the dash is necessary for Lace's combat, because it is possible to evade her attacks without dashing. If you already have the daggers, that is good, but be aware that she can block them with her needle. Before we get into the moveset, please consider giving this video a like and subscribing to my channel, or come join me on Twitch and watch me have fun with my skill issues. So, as with all bosses, you need to memorize Lace's moveset first. At the beginning of combat she has 3 moves. First of all, I call this one base attack because she just slashes 2 times, and sometimes she adds like a tiny little third slash at the end. And you can just jump over the whole attack to get behind her and hit her. Second is her lunge. This one covers about half the arena, so once you get a feel for where she will end up, you can make better decisions about evading her. If she is far away, you might not even need to jump at all. So watch out for when she holds her needle horizontally like this. And third, Lace's jump also gets her about halfway across the arena, but be aware that she slides a little bit upon landing. So the jump works this way: she jumps up diagonally, slashes upwards, and then does a right angle turn and comes back down. You need to be careful though, because she can change directions at the peak of her jump, so you don't want to move to where she started jumping. Lace can also parry your hits, so watch out for this pose, because if you hit her then, she will do like a flurry of slashes, and this one does 1 mask damage, but if you get really stuck in there, you will lose another mask. Now, if you finally get her down to a certain HP level, she will be stunned for a bit, so then you can get in 1 or 2 hits, but afterwards she will start using her ult, which means a white circle appears on screen, and you want to get out of that as soon as possible. Because if you don't, Lace will cut you up in the air, dealing 1 mask damage, and then slam you down again on the floor, dealing another mask damage. Okay, now we have memorized her moves, but how do we survive the fight? My mantra is always evade first, hit later, because being greedy will get you punished hard, even with an early game boss like Lace. My strategy was to hit her from behind whenever possible, because she can't parry that. So, for example, when she lunged, I jumped over her and hit her back. And whenever I accidentally hit her block and then heard the sound of needle on needle, I ran and jumped for good measure to evade her counter, because that's 2 masks gone. For healing, I'd suggest doing that when you're on opposite sides of the arena, because Lace is really mobile. So when she's less than half of an arena away from you, you might not have time to heal properly without getting hit, defeating the purpose of the heal. So if you keep up this cautious strategy, you will have no problem with this cute little dance with Lace before finally defeating her. Also, some advice for when the white circles appear. Just get the fuck out of there. Thank you so much for watching. On screen you can see all of my socials, and I would love to hear your stories about fighting Lace. Did you struggle a lot like me? It took me like 30 minutes to get her. Or was it more easy for you because you're already a Hollow Knight pro, unlike me? Yeah, I would love to hear that, and yeah, just thank you for watching. Did I do it?